Good morning, everybody. Hopefully, you're all doing well. So, I want to kick things off by taking a look at the calendar. Here we go. You should be able to see the calendar right now on your screen. So, for this week, new month, NFP Friday. Yesterday didn't have anything. Okay, no high impact. Usually on an NFP week, you are able to trade the Monday. No high impact. So I glanced over it. Wasn't anything of interest to me. And let's cover the price action real quick. All right. So we can go over to US 100 here. Doesn't really matter. Any keyword US 100. So Monday, I'd be sitting down. Okay, prior to 10. This 6 a.m. drop. That would be something that I would see when I sit down or when I take a glance at it. Then obviously we took out this low, right? So then that would permit you to look for longs if you get a bullish close. We didn't get the bullish closure, so you would have to wait for the next candle to be a bullish close, which it was. So then 8 a.m., there's a possibility for you to get a potential setup. This was a BM low. Let's go ahead and take a look at this 8 a.m. low, and let's see if any potential setups were present. Monday, 8 a.m. So looking at this here, 8 a.m., no clear base. There's no clear foundation here for me to take any real setup. Okay, 735. This is clean, trades into this fair value gap. That would be something that I would be looking for. So we didn't get anything here, so there would be no reason to want to take a trade there. So very early London or late London, we had a massive tanking lower. And then obviously we did take out these highs several times. So that would also not be clean. Right. So that is something I would note and say, okay, this is what happened. Right. So we took the low. So can we get a high? Can we get a high going into the session? This high is clear. You also have this one, which is higher than those two. You got those two highs. We have another high sitting right here. We can take note of it. So that's a London high, London high, London high. We took out this first London high here, but the time, which is 10 a.m., that's a bit late. I would prefer to see it take out the high at 9 a.m., give me the closure at 10, so I can then go in looking for a short. So this is a bit late. Let's look at the 5. Go ahead and slap this. Just look at that crash down lower. First high. Let's get these cleaned up here. Clean this up. Okay. So what I see here is a inversion. Where's the reward here? Go ahead and zoom in. So on this one, stop above the high. And it's really, this is one of those where it taps you, and if you don't take it, it's done for. It's over. That's what you want to see. Opened up, traded it lower, traded into this, tapped it, and started rallying off. Okay, lower. That's what you want to see with these moves. Tap it in, you get an immediate reaction. You get an entry somewhere in here, and it starts pulling away and then moving to your target. That's what you want to see. You'd be targeting the normal 22%, right about there. 22%, that's about a 10%, 0.10% stop. So that's a tight stop on the position. Not a tight stop, but a very nice small stop. And take profit in 10 minutes. Take profit. The only thing here that really not the cleanest is the fact that, go back up to the 1 hour chart. At 10 a.m., we had the lower close. Okay? So at 11, you would go in and hunt. And as you can see by looking at the timestamp, look at that, 11. Okay, so we literally open up. We open up, trade lower, trade back into this inversion, closes off lower, hangs around, drops, done for, and continues to drop for another 10 minutes after it's hit the target. And pretty much that's it. That's pretty much it. So that was a more of a later setup than what I would prefer. Usually I like to see something that tapped a high by 9, and by 10, I go in looking for a setup. So 11, that's a bit late. But nonetheless, it was presented to us. But yeah, personally, I looked at it. I saw the low that was taken here. Didn't look like it was going to take any highs. And didn't look at it again after 10. Probabilities of it was just not that high of it doing anything meaningful at the time. So I just said, okay, you know what? Just leave it for another day. So that's what happened on that one. Ended up panning out as a nice little trade. If I saw that trade live, I probably would have sat there and I probably would have executed on that trade. There's nothing I can see on that trade that would make that setup bad. That would definitely be something that I would take. So that pretty much was yesterday. Then we tanked below the low once again, right after AM going into PM. So with this guy here, you would need to wait for this bullish candle before you could look for a setup, and then price action is pretty junk after that. We can go and look at this. This would be 2 p.m. take a look at that and see if anything meaningful is presented, which I don't think it will be, but 14, let's see, 2 o'clock. Yeah, there's really nothing, there's not a clean base. The first thing that jumps out at me here is this, is number one, that inversion, okay? So that would be something I would extend. And this fair value gap, which they pretty much overlap, as you can see that. So it's a BPR, okay? Balanced price range, they pretty much overlap. So take the range of both of them. 2 o'clock never trades back into that. So that's what I would want to see. I would really want to see that. If it trades into that, that's a high probability setup. But it trades it back into this fair value gap over here. That's what it trades back into. Hits the low to the T and then starts tanking. Not tanking, but trading, rallying higher. And obviously it also trades into this order block, okay? Down close candle, trades into this and moves. But not a clean setup, not something I would take. Okay? Something I would take a pass. So that is NAS, and we've been rallying massively. Seasonal tendencies for month of May is pretty much consolidation lower on the 24 and the 15 year, and you have a 5 year that does post a consolidation with a rally higher. But otherwise, we pretty much have choppy price action going lower in the longer terms. So far, it seems like we're respecting. We look at the daily. We're kind of going higher still, so it looks like we're respecting this the higher trend. So that 5 year for dollar index. Dollar index should post a low. Let me see if I can put dollar index up. There's dollar index. Okay, we posted a low. This is a daily chart. Oh, gee. We posted a low here. Okay. We did have a tiny rally and posted a low. Let's see. Yeah. Pretty much followed April, where we had kind of a consolidation and tank towards the end of the month. So I guess we didn't have the consolidation going on here, but we didn't really break below this low. Okay, April, let's see here. April, yeah. So we pretty much did have this consolidation range, but we never really had the massive tanking. For the month of May, for 5, 15, and 35, bullish. Okay, bullish runs. So the fact that we didn't break below this low, that's like a confirmation already. Bullishness. Okay, we have SMT here going higher. We don't have SMT, but this would be a higher low. So it's showing an unwillingness to go below this low. So that could indicate underlying bullishness in this market. So we could see price reach up towards these highs. Okay, if it trades above this high, that's a short-term high that's broken. So you could go down to lower time frames and look for bullish moves, which in turn would then send NQ lower. So if that is the case, okay, where we get bullish dollar, then we are going to expect consolidations lower on everything else. We're going to expect that to happen then. I do want to cover the dollar yields. Let's look at the yields. So 30-year yield, this should be trading in line with dollar, which as we can see it is. It's been trading really higher here. 10-year, same thing. This is on a daily chart, by the way. 5-year, we can see bullish price action. And then bonds, which should be opposing. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Yeah, this has been trading higher. Okay. I thought for a second, hold on. Okay, yeah, so this is correct. We've been trading higher, 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 higher. So bonds which oppose DXY should be trading lower here, which we can see that too. Lower and lower in your 10-year T-notes. So with dollar posting that unwillingness to go lower, we should be able to confirm that here. It was on the 17th and on the 1st of May. Let's see if we can confirm that. 17th and the 1st of May. Yeah, this is unwilling to trade any higher. This is unwilling to go above that. Same with this. Let's check yields. Yields should post the same higher low. 14, 15, 17, and the 1st. Yep, same thing. It's bullish. Yeah, none of them have taken out this low, so that it shows that it's bullish. So the channel has gotten this opportunity from Vantage. To show you what Vantage is basically a broker. As you can see, you can trade Forex on Vantage. Things like gold, pound Swiss, pound New Zealand dollar. These are some of the examples. They have a Vantage app. They also have a web trader, as well as, which is most popular, MetaTrader 5 and MetaTrader 4. And then TradingView. So they are very versatile with their platforms. So let's have a look at some of the so here we go. Yeah, Forex, indices, energy, shared CFDs, bonds, ETFs, soft commissions, and precious metals. So just taking a look at a couple of things here. So obviously you're going to look at the spreads. Aussie, New Zealand dollar, AUD, USD 0.30. It's not bad. Euro dollar, very good spread, and then pound dollar, which is also not bad. Those are your main crosses, obviously, main pairs. But as you can see, this is an example of what they offer here. Popular Forex markets that you could trade. And then you have, let's take a look at the indices. So S&P 500, NASDAQ 100 cash, which is it's pretty much US 100, US 500. That's pretty much what I analyze on with TradingView. But you can trade these here. Okay. Commodities. So things like oil, cocoa, coffee, cotton, gas, oil, UK, Brent crude oil cash, gold, Australian dollar, gold, US dollar, and gold, euro. Just to give you an idea of what they have available to trade. Let's get this closed out. So here are some CFDs, which is Boeing, CGC Coin, Meta, Nvidia, Roku, Tesla, and Wow. And then we have ETFs. You can see here's a couple of very good reasons why you should be trading EFTs through Vantage. Some of the things they offer here is SPY, USO, XLK, and then we have, last but not least, we got bonds. There's your bonds, your EUB 10-year, Euro 2-year, 30-year, so on and so forth. So most of you probably will look to trade the Forex or the indices. So that's a quick overview of who they are as a broker, what they offer to you. So this opportunity has been given. If you want to trade on Vantage and you sign up through my link, and that link will be in the video description. I'll also post the link on the Telegram group. I'll post it on Twitter, and it'll be in the description on YouTube as well. And I'll also do a post on the group with that link. So I've created a Telegram group. The name's Gold Nest, and I'll post that link. Okay, what you do, you join Gold Nest. Once you join Gold Nest, right, you just read the intro message, and then you can join free below. Okay, there's a link, and then there's a bot that'll help you, guide you through the setup process. So the important part here is the channel has gotten a referral link. Okay, so it's very important that you use that referral code, and I'll post that in the group as well. So you got that. You're going to need that when you sign up. Okay? It's very important that you use that referral code when you sign up, and you complete the sign up through that. Because what happens, so if you do that and you use that code to sign up, then Vantage is a community group on gold. And we get access to the gold signals, right, for free okay, for free if you sign up using that code. So it's very important, make sure you use that code, that referral link. Because if you don't do that, then you're not going to be able to get access to the signals group, okay? You're not going to be able to take advantage of that for yourself, which I think this is a wonderful opportunity for the audience, for viewers that are looking to make a little bit of money on the side, okay, while you're still doing your day job, you're still going about your things. You're just looking to make a little bit of extra cash, okay? This is a wonderful opportunity while you're still learning how to trade, while you're still saving up your own money to deposit into a account. So this is a wonderful opportunity where you can make a little bit of something on the side. And what you do with it, that's up to you. But it's a good opportunity just to make something on the side here. So I'll post that link to join the group on the socials. So make sure if you are interested, then join the group, and then go through the setup process. And once you've done so, then make sure you follow the steps to have access to the gold signals group, so that you can start taking advantage of that. So that is why I am going to cover gold, and we're going to have a quick peek at what gold is doing as well on the channel. And I'm going to take a look at most of the time I'm going to take a look at the daily, just have a look what it's doing, see what's up. Currently here, order block. Okay, order block, we bounced it once. We're at this order block again. So I see the order block, I see this fair value gap here. By the way, this is also going to be for new viewers. This is also going to be a really nice way to kind of look deeper into longer term analysis, because I'm looking at the daily, I might look at the weekly, I might look at a 4-hour chart, I might do an analysis, I might do directional bias, might do that. So take out your notebooks and have them ready to take down some notes, take your screenshots, make sure you write down important stuff, and make sure you learn something. So that's what I see right now. Okay, I see this daily order block. That's a daily order block. Gee, gotta get that right. Daily order block. And this needs to be green. Just like to make my order blocks green. Text below, that's fine. I like the fact that we took out this low. But again, also we traded into this daily fair value gap here. This daily fair value gap. See that? Stayed below consequent encroachment. Tank. Okay, so I'm kind of looking at that, and I'm kind of looking at this order block here. daily order block. So I'm kind of looking at this order block to see if it's going to be respected and price is going to push lower and reach for this low. So that's what I would want to see here. Daily old low. Okay, so that's what I want to see here. I want to see price respecting this. Okay. If it does not respect that, then you got to wait for more input. You can also look at the mean threshold of this order block, which is somewhere around here. But this is the first nearest level that I'm in. Yes, I got this daily order block down here, but I want to see how this one is traded today. If it's respected, it's tanking. If it ain't respected, then we're gonna be going higher. We're gonna trade higher. So we talked about DXY. We said DXY, if DXY starts to rally, let's see here, March. Yeah, if DXY starts to rally, then that's going to be great for this because that's going to push this guy down. That's going to push him down. See that we already had a really nice tank because of that, because of the rallies we had on dollar. We had a really nice tank. So if we continue to see bullishness, and let's look at that 17. Oh yeah, look at that 17. And then for, yeah, see that? Also didn't take out that high, so we got that same lower high. So ideally, I want to see this thing push lower. Weekly chart looks like this was a retracement. Okay, weekly chart looks like this was a retracement, consequent encroachment, started tanking. Okay, not going to keep that on the chart, just having that for reference. And then what catches my eye is this wick. Really good area to look at here is this 25% because it's above the daily all low. So that's a potential area where you can say, okay, I'm looking to target that area. And if you're trading longer term, that would be where you would take a partial before you hit the target. So that's my thought process behind that. I'll just make that red. And this one I am going to get. This is a weekly 25% level. So that is what I'm going to keep on the chart. And then you got a 50% right below that. So, but I'm only looking at this. That's what I'm looking at there. Let's just take a glance at the monthly. So on a monthly, same thing. We got this wick. This wick. Hold up. Let me correct this. We got this wick. 25%. Oh boy, oh boy. Almost lines right up with that order block. Well, I gotta zoom in here. Hold up. Hold on. 1 second. I gotta stretch this. There we go. So this almost lines up with that order block. I just want to throw this down here for 1 second. I want to see something. I want to look at something. Get this out of the way. I just want to look at something. So that almost lines up with this order block. It's an interesting level. Could be a point where price could struggle to go lower, although we took out this low already. Or it's going to be a point where it's going to push price higher. And it's just the time that, okay, I see this, but I can also see this. So I need to sit still and I need to wait to get more info to kind of be sure about. You know, if you're looking at trading longer term, you need more info here. On a 4-hour, we already took out this high. We took out the low, order block, fair value gap, breaker block. So this breaker block would be a great area to look for some resistance to push it down. Support resistance. Just look at the breaker block in here. Look at the reaction of that. Nothing, no inefficiencies in here. No gaps. Nothing to pin off. 1 hour chart. You got this high sitting here. You could have that on the chart too if it trades above it. You know the drill. You know the drill. So we got that. No inefficiencies in here, really. We filled this guy in, traded higher. No inefficiency. So I would look at this high, see if it wants to go above that high. If it fails to get above the high, but trades lower, goes below the low, then you do the opposite of what you would do at the high, and you would look for something to go higher. Not the best price action either. But overall, on a higher view, I would prefer to see this thing go lower because we really respected that. So I really want to see this daily order block be respected. Hold on, I'm jumping now. Now I'm jumping. So daily order block, see, we're sitting right above it. We're sitting right above it, right inside of it. Could even trade above this high, and then you could see it tank. So this high, which is an AM high, and this low, which is a London low, these two levels are the ones that are important there. Okay, hold on. You're gonna have to excuse me because I got this wrong here. Make sure you got it set to New York. Okay, make sure it's set to New York. Otherwise, you're reading it wrong. If so let's try that again. Try that again. So London high, AM low. No, not AM, Asian low. Asian low, and then AM high. Those are levels that would be important. Those are important ones. So see how price trades around them, how it reacts. Look for inefficiencies, which we do have this one. Right here, we got this one. We already traded above it, so it's already acted as a, right here, if it wants to, if it's gonna, then it's gonna act as a inversion to push it higher. And notice how we're trading right at the consequent. Isn't it beautiful when it lines up like that? It's really beautiful when it lines up like that. It just gets me hyped up. So this would be an hourly fair value gap. So that would be something we'll probably look at. Not a fair value gap, but an inversion. And it's trading right at the consequent encroachment. And if we look at the 1 minute and see that, look at the reaction. Like traded what? Second time, and then she gone. She gone. $15. So I'm just going through, just giving you a view of it. So this, with price starting to go off higher, this could be a short-term market maker, a sell model that could come into play, and then price could tank to create the sell side of the curve. Okay. Create the other side of the curve and then rally and a tank and then trade to these lows. I did that because I really liked, if it would, if it trades above that, then that's a sure sign. If it wants to reverse at that, you're definitely going to see something then. Order block here being respected, following through, pushing it higher, fair value gap here, inversion, BPR, pushing it higher. 1 minute. That's pretty much it. Anyhow, hopefully you have found this one insightful and you've learned something. And until I see you in the next one, good luck and good trading.